Oh, what's up, everybody? It's Dakota Storms coming in with another weather update. It is currently raining right now, and if I sound a little weird, that's because my glands, those glands, are hurting because I'm sick. So that sucks quite a bit, to be honest. I feel yucky. Feel rather yucky. So still doing a stream because I forgot to do one yesterday, per usual. But yeah, I definitely believe I'm catching some sickness because my throat's super sore, my glands are swollen, and it's like radiating to my ears. So we're catching something that'll probably be slightly gnarly, and I'm gonna have a horrible, horrible time for the next couple of days. But it's all right, it's all good. But I do know exactly why I did get sick, and it is my own fault. So I can't. That was some nice lighting. That was some nice lighting. I can't complain too much because it was my own fault for why I got sick. So I can't, like I said, I can't complain too much. Basically, what happened is some of you might be like, well, okay, you can't just say you know why you got sick, and you can't not expand on it, right? So I'm gonna expand on it. So here's what happened. I got sick because of a very good reason. Dude, my whole like glands just hurt. They hurt. So I'm gonna stop bitching about it though, and I'm gonna say why I got sick. So here's why I got sick. I have this camera towards this way, so you guys can see any lightning if there is any that pop up. We'll put on our high beams too. So here's what happened, and here's why I am currently in the sick state that I am. So basically, a couple nights ago, I was having that party, right? I was at a party, and it was a good night. It was a great night, actually. And late at night, about 2:30 or 3 in the morning, probably 2:30 in the morning, a storm started coming through. Storm started coming through, right? And I was looking at the radar, and I'm like, "Fuck, this storm doesn't look very good." It's looking like 2-inch hail, right? 2-inch hail. I'm sick. For those of you saying that, probably thinking that I sound weird as hell right now. I'm sick, and I'm telling you why I got sick. So I'm like, "Fuck, I guess my car might get hailed out." So I got out of the vehicle and I laid on top of my car. I laid on top of my car to protect it from the hail. That was dumb as shit. And it didn't even hail, and I got soaked, and I became super, super cold. And I stayed up there because I figured I don't want my car to get hailed on. Hail didn't come, and I just got soaked, and now I'm sick. So that's the whole story. Um, Thank you. I'm gonna read some comments. TRS Elite 99 says, "Yo, you deserve a sub, A." So you're streaming, but I'll switch around so you can kind of pay attention to the road. No. It's TRS Elite 99 says, "Yo, you deserve a sub, A." You were streaming to no one, but now you are. Yeah, see, there's not many people streaming right now, but Dakota Storms is out streaming. Holy damn, there was a good lightning bolt over there. But yeah, guys, I'm sick, and I've been munching on some cough drops. Obviously, the ones that don't really help you get better, but they just taste good. Found these honey ones that burst honey and they taste phenomenal. And then Tracker Get Tracked says hi, and I really like stories. And thank you, Tracker Get Tracked. I would love to consider myself like a storyteller person because I am a storyteller person. I got some damn crazy stories, some stupid stories, embarrassing stories, um, happy stories sometimes. Every bit of story you could ever want, I have plenty of them because I am a person who does a lot of things, and sometimes they're not very smart things. So the best stories are the ones where things go wrong and things have went wrong a lot. So you're never gonna have a good story about when everything goes right. Like for example, let's say I went to a carnival, right? And I had a fun time. That's a fucking lame story. I went to a carnival and I had a fun time. Wow, what a story. That's awesome. Oh, and I even rode some roads. Wow, that's so cool. But if you have a story that you went to a carnival, some dude got ran over by an elephant, holy shit, you got a damn good story. Obviously that sucked if the dude got ran over by an elephant, but it's a good story, you know? This is how the story would go. You'd be like, so, dude, you're never gonna guess what happened. I was at the carnival, and so basically what happened is it was just like normal so far. But then all of a sudden, a elephant broke out of its cage and it was all pissed, right? So then the elephant started rampaging across the carnival, and some poor dude wasn't looking where he was walking, and the elephant stepped right on him and squished him, right? That's more interesting than just having fun at the carnival, right? So yeah, that's my point. Is stories are better when shit goes wrong. You know, that's just a fact. It's not an opinion. That's a fact. Let's switch it back to my face. Okay. I'm gonna read some more comments real quick. But yeah, no, my throat is just oh, it is horrible feeling. These glands, you know, the side of your face, these glands just feel like shit. Okay. Nate Kopka said, "Where in the you said you were taking me home? Are you? Lol. I'm just driving out in the country right now. Driving out in the country. These actually aren't the weirdest back roads. I'm kind of in a place that's sort of normal. I am definitely out of town. I'm sorry that you guys can't see me. It'll be like that for just a moment. Oh, okay. And Andy Molina says, I ran over deer, DUI. So I'm assuming you ran over your deer while you were under the influence. See, like right there, that's a good story. That's a story you'll, around a campfire with your buddies. You're like, holy shit, guess what happened? I just ran over a deer when I was drunk driving. It's a pretty good story, and that's why I have so many good stories because I do a lot of dumb things, and that's the best thing is doing dumb things because you have good stories. That let's like that shirt. I used to have a shirt that said "Bad decisions make good stories." I wasn't like the worst kid or anything, but I wasn't the greatest either. Hold on, let me turn this on. All right. Ooh, my phone was falling there. Nate Kopka says, "I live in the sticks, and this is some super back roads." Well, yeah, I do live a little bit out of town. And then Tracker Get Tracked, do you deliver anything? Not, no. I used to deliver food for DoorDash, but I stopped delivering food for DoorDash because I got lazy and I did not want to do it anymore. But yeah, guys, here's what I'm sick with. So I got a sore throat, right? And my glands, these glands right here, the side of your chin, and they are swollen and they hurt, and it's radiating up to my ears, right? So it's radiating up to my ears, and it's producing a horrible feeling. Feels horrible. All I want to do is just. It feels like I got like some damn pimple, some big pimple or something that's just sitting in there. What's up, Starlight? Long time no see. Welcome back to the stream. By the way, guys, my memory is getting super bad, but I'm still remembering people from the streams, so that's cool. At least I can still remember that. I took a test the other day. There was some memory tests. Some of them I did okay, and some of them I did bottom 20% of people that took the test. So that shit hurt. Yeah, I think I'm starting to get memory problems at the ripe age of 19, unfortunately. At least that's what everybody says, and that's what the test would suggest. So I might be cooked. Thank you, Starlight, for praying for a quick recovery. I hope it's quick too. I hate having a cold. It just makes me real mad. DC Lawn says, "Is that your lymph nodes?" Yeah, that's what they're called, lymph nodes. They're like right here. and they're just, ugh, they're feeling nasty. And what makes me mad is every time I get sick, I always end up getting a cough, and I always end up getting bronchitis, and I end up being sick for like 2 weeks or more. And then Tracker Get Track says, "I hope you feel better. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it, man. I hope I can feel better soon enough." Also, what's up, Maxime Arias? Maxime Arias. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Chances are I'm probably not even close. Also, guys, I got some new sunglasses. Some of you said you liked my other sunglasses. Well, I got some more sunglasses because I love sunglasses. These are the aviators. I love aviator designs. I think it makes me look like a stud. Although I bought it from some Indian guy and I didn't realize that they're like kind of not straight, so that sucks. Also, this guy was very rude, and I wish I wouldn't have given him any of my money because he was a very rude guy. I put down the glasses and they fell, and he's like, "Hey man, you don't gotta throw them." And I was like, "Sorry, dude, it was an accident." And then he was yelling at my buddy for taking a seat on one of his stands, which, dude, it's like it looks like a seat. Why would you not sit there? And I still gave him my money, and I feel stupid about it because I gave him my money. Um, Clearly, this guy needs to work on his customer service because he was a ass. But it worked though, unfortunately, because he sold me this. I even bought this dumb little bag that's supposedly supposed to clean these glasses. Well, shit, I don't think it's cleaning the glasses. I got scammed. Oh, well, fuck. I gotta clean both sides, I suppose. That might help. The bag is cool, though, I'll be so honest. It was like $1, $2. Yeah, this guy is full of crap. They didn't clean it. Whatever. Whatever. But yeah, guys, I probably got scammed slightly, but it's okay. I look like Freddie Mercury with perfect teeth and the shades. So is that what he looks like? I need to get my teeth whitened again, though. I drank so much coffee. My teeth used to look absolutely immaculate. Now they're slightly tarred a little bit from the coffee that I drink. But I have whitening strips that I'll have to pop in. I'll have to look up Freddie Mercury. I know I've heard that name, but I don't remember what he looks like. But yeah, I love these aviators or M shadows. Let me take a screenshot of that and look these people up. I assume it's a compliment though, because Freddie Mercury is a famous name, so I appreciate it. DC Long. Also, my mustache. I need to get this thing trimmed up. We got family pictures coming up soon, and my parents are paying for my haircut, so you guys will see a fresh looking Dakota Storms pretty soon here. I pretty much I get a haircut very often though. You guys will probably know this. My hair gets cut pretty frequently because I like a fresh haircut. Plus, my barber's chill as hell, so I love talking to him. My clients. The other day on stream, I'm so mad this happened, but so basically on a stream the other day, I had my window, slightly open, and I was doing a stream, right? And then all of a sudden, a huge ass moth flew in and flew by me. Now, naturally, I freaked out, and it was on video, right? I freaked out, made one of the grossest sounds I've ever made, because I was in sheer and utter fear, because I thought it was something that was, blood sucking or something like a bat, and for some reason I clipped it and everything, and for some reason it's the whole clip was fine until that very moment because I knew this was a funny moment. I'm like, this is hilarious. I'll make it into a short, and they didn't want the people to see that for some reason. So if you were in that stream that night, you know what I'm talking about. If not, that's fine. But I was kind of heated that for some reason it skimmed over just that part. Whatever. And Tracker Get Tracked. Have you watched any movies? Um, what did I say? Oh, I'm like that. Damn. Um, what did I see the other day? It was kind of recently. Superman. I watched Superman not too long ago. That was the most recent I've watched a movie. And Superman, I was meaning to do a review, but I never got to it. Superman was a great movie. I'd give it like a 7.5, 7 out of 10. It wasn't great. It wasn't great. It wasn't mid. Somewhere in the middle. So like it was a good movie, but it's not a movie you're gonna be sitting there watching over and over again, just getting pumped for it. It's good. Um, my lymph nodes, man, my lymph nodes. Ugh. But yeah, other than Superman, I don't think I've really been watching much for movies. You guys are gonna hate me. You guys are gonna hate me so much. I have not seen Man of Steel yet, which is unbelievable. Um, and disgraceful. I have not seen Man of Steel, and I don't know how. I've always wanted to watch it, and I keep forgetting. That's another reminder, so hopefully I can watch it again. Or not again, watch it for the first time and make that judgment. Yeah, see, yeah, I've heard it's super good too. And I've heard the Snyder one's a little bit more like Superman looks more like tough, and in the Snyder one he looks more like human. You know what I mean? He's like more caring and stuff. But uh, in the Snyder one, he's more like tough. But in the other one, and then James Gunn, he's more caring. Like I thought it was interesting when he in the scene where he goes out of his way to save a squirrel. Like personally, maybe Superman's a better man than I am. But if I was Superman, I wouldn't be saving a damn squirrel because they're just a squirrel. I'd be going and making sure all the people were 100% safe. And the squirrel, we'll get him later if he's still alive. Like honestly, if Superman has time, whatever, go for the squirrel. But I feel like he didn't need to go for the squirrel like he did. Like it was just a squirrel. You know what I mean? And how to even see that damn squirrel? There's so much shit going on. He's like, oh shit, I gotta save that squirrel. That's what needs my help right now. But whatever, I don't care. I get why they did it to show that he's just a super caring guy. But at the end of the day, um, hate to say it for all the animal lovers and PETA lovers out there, but that squirrel was probably not necessary to save. I'll be so honest, that squirrel was not necessary. But again, it's all right. It's fine. I did like Batman versus Superman though. That was a good movie. I do like I do like that the modern DC movies. Well, Superman and what was that other DC modern movie? There's I think Black Man. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Not 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 Black Man. Black Adam. Black Man would be a crazy superhero name. Yeah, Black Adam, not Black Man. I was mixing. I was trying to say like Black Mana, but then I missed the tuh. So Black Man is not a superhero yet, but maybe if I write some comics, I could have a Black Man as a hero. Starlight laughing at me, rightfully so. That was a good mess up there. But yeah, no. I liked Black Adam. Black Adam. Um, and I like the new Superman. I do think it's good that they're gonna maybe turn away from that super dark and serious tone, but I do think that would be worked into some movies. Like not every movie should be goofy, haha, goofy movies. Like you got to make sure movies have stakes, emotional moments, not just laughing and stuff. Because that's what Marvel kind of fell into that trap of, is everyone was a jokester. Everyone would just be silly little goober, and nothing. That means the stakes would not be high because everyone would just be joshing around the whole time. So I think it's important to find that in between, the middle ground. You know what I mean? One movie that I think it did exceptionally well with finding that type of knack was Thor, Ragnarok. There's a lot of emotional moments, but at the same time, there's humorous moments. But it didn't get too much, you know. I worked with some characters. It worked with some characters in Thor 3, but they made everyone a joke. Yeah, I think you're referring to Thor. What was the new one even called? I don't even remember. The new Thor. Thor 3 is Ragnarok, and that one was great. In my opinion, you might not like that one. The vast majority of people I've talked to have loved Thor 3, but Thor 4, that is a tongue twister. Thor 4 was the one that they didn't like, you know. Love and Thunder, that's what it was called. And I wasn't a big fan of it either. They tried to turn everybody into a jokester. And the stakes were just not as high. Gore was not as tough as I would have anticipated. Wasn't It just felt like a rushed movie. Just didn't feel great. I did not love I did not feel the love for Love and Thunder. Um, not at all. Not one bit. And I heard Thor is going to be dying in the newest Marvel movie or the next one, Doomsday or something. So hopefully they give him a proper send off and not just another stupid joke. Um, yeah, hopefully like an Iron Man type of send off or a Chris Hemsworth or Chris Evans type of thing. Yeah, 4 was bad. 4 was terrible. They lost me at butt ass naked, buck ass or butt ass naked. Talk about orgies when it's a PG rated film. Yeah. See, I wouldn't even say Love and Thunder was mid. Well, it's lower. It's like a low to mid. You know, it just wasn't good. Like if we're being so honest, that movie was kind of. I can go my whole life without ever wanting to watch that again. Like now, here's the question: was Thor: The Dark World or Thor: Love and Thunder worse? Because both were pretty cheeks. Like I have that is a tough one. Like which one would I rather watch? I thought both were kind of dumb. The only good Thor, in my opinion, was and the first one was good though too. But the first one, when I rewatch it, I realized the CGI is pretty bad. And I didn't like that Loki was kind of a not really as strong as his comic book form. His comic book Loki was pretty crazy, you know. Comic book Loki was very good, but on screen Loki so far, I didn't watch the Loki series, so I don't know if he got stronger, but on screen Loki was pretty bad. He was kind of a joke. Like even Hawkeye was getting his licks on him. So yeah, Loki was not as strong as I would have hoped. So Thor 3 is my favorite. That was the problem was is everyone turned into a jokester. And Thor, I would say, should be more of a serious character. Thor should be a serious character because he's like a god. So, but I like Thor, but I just think every character should not be humorous. Like every single character should not be cracking jokes the whole time. You know what I mean? Yeah, they were both horrible. Some of the worst Marvel movies, in my opinion. I would not care to ever watch those two again. 2 and 4, I would never care to watch again. Thor 1, you'd have to catch me in a pretty weird mood. Ragnarok, yeah, I'd watch that again. That's a good movie. I used to be a huge fan of the MCU. They're sucking me back in. For a while, there's some dark days. Now they're getting me back again. I watched Thunderbolts. I loved Thunderbolts. That was a good movie. Um, that's the only one I remember. Yeah, I didn't see Fantastic Four yet. I've heard that one's really good though too. And Galactus, I'm hyped for. I used to love Galactus as a kid. For some reason, he always caught my attention. Was like, damn, this guy is cool. Like Galactus is, I'm hyped for him. I've always loved Galactus for some reason. and he should be the next one of the next big bads. Obviously Doom's gonna be a big bad coming up here in Doomsday. Like it's legitimately named after Doom, but Galactus should be like a big Secret Wars name in Secret Wars. I wish they did something with Spawn. Yeah, Spawn's a really cool character. I'm not too sure like the origins of Spawn and everything. He kind of reminds me of like a Venom type of character though, based on looks, but he's like a demon if I'm not mistaken. He's like a demon. You can correct me if I'm wrong because I probably am, but I think he's like a demon. And Spawn is just like a badass character, if we're being honest. And he would, okay, let's be honest. If there's a Spawn movie, I want it to be rated R, and I don't want everyone to be jokey the whole time. You know, maybe there's like a couple jokes, but those characters do not need jokes the whole time. Like the Punisher series, that should not be a humorous series. Maybe a couple jokes every now and then, but not not much. You know, Punisher series that's high stakes, and that's not just jokes. You know. I hope they'll add like another season. I know he was in Daredevil. I've not watched that show yet. Matter of fact, I don't even have Disney Plus, so I can't watch that show. My phone is near death, so I'm gonna go ahead and stream for about 30 to 40 more seconds. Answer any last questions, because I know my phone's gonna abruptly die and it might delete the stream. So I want to post this stream because it's been a good stream, other than my me being sick. My teeth look super shiny from this perspective for some reason. See what I mean? It's like gleaming. I look at old pictures and I just like makes me just shake my head because those pictures, my teeth were immaculate, legitimately gleaming. So sad. They're not gleaming anymore. They're still kind of are white, but thank you, Starlight. Thanks for popping in again. I hope I get better too. It better not be a stupid bronchitis deal again. Thank you, Tracker Get Tracked. Thank you both for being probably the most consistent people in the stream. There might have been another person. DC Lawn was pretty consistent too. But yeah, thank you everybody for popping in the stream, saying hello. Um, appreciate you guys. I'll probably stream tomorrow. I probably will because I have no excuse not to. So thank you guys for coming into the stream. Sorry you guys can't barely see me at all. And until next time, this has been Dakota Storms. You guys have